I guess it would help if I added myself to the stage. Hey, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Want to do a quick video here with how to set up and track bills in the Texas Legislature. As you know, for the most part, the session is over with. It ended on June 2nd. It started in January, and the Texas Legislature only meets every 2 years. So generally, we'd be done, right? It'd be all over with, and we'd have to wait 2 years before we track any other bills. However, with the governor already signaling that there's going to be a special session next month, especially around the SB3, which is the THC bill, a lot of people are wondering, hey, how do I find out when public testimony is? How do I know what the process is for a bill? And this is very important because as we saw with the Tarrant County and Fort Worth PD trying to make filming the police a felony, you know, that didn't even cross my attention span until well into the process. And so that thing almost passed. I think I'm frozen. Did I freeze? Sorry about that. So how do we do that? So what I want to do is kind of show you guys how to really track bills in the Texas Legislature. So this is a very simple, somewhat simple process. This is capital, CAPITOL, not TAL, capital.texas.gov. Okay, you're going to go there. You see this link right here. It says My TLO. You're going to want to click on that. It's going to bring you here. Now, first and foremost, obviously, if you don't have an account, you're not going to see anything. I mean, this is all you're going to see because I'm not logged in, right? So if I were to click bill lists, oh wait, you gotta log in. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go as if I'm a new user. So you click on there, new user. I just created an email I'm going to use. So you put in your email. Fortnite tea poster. You can select a question. What's your favorite restaurant? Let's just say tacos. You enter a password, whatever you want, right? And then you submit. They send you an address. I'm going to pull that up here real quick. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Let me get into the right email here. And there's your Texas Legislature online. You go in there, you click here to activate your account. It'll take you back over here. Now you want to log in. See, that's the one I usually use. All right. Once you're in, once you've got your account set up, now you're going to want to be, okay, well, what are you looking for? So for example, over here, now what's going to happen is this is the 89th regular session. So right now it's defaulted to the most current session, which is the 89th legislative session. The R means regular. If you see down here under the 88th session, so 2 years ago, you had the regular session, and then there was 4 special sessions. So that's what the 1, 2, 3, and 4 is. It's the 88th session, first special, second special, third special, fourth special. And so you're going to click the most recent. Now, once the session is actually active, you're going to see an 89-1 here. 891 is how you're going to be tracking bills. But let's just say that the 89th session is currently there. You click that. Now, I want to find out about weed, right? How do I find out about weed? So you're going to go to the home here. You're looking for a word or phrase. So let's do THC because I don't know what the bill number is, but I want any bills having to do with THC. Go. Anything that lists THC will be here, any of those bills. So you got 4187, 2036, blah, 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 right? All of these bills that had to do with THC in some way. Now, keep in mind, you got to kind of pay special attention because sometimes THC means Texas Historical Commission. So, you know, you might want to put cannabis or so. Just find a word, you know. Another good one that I like to use is firearm. And that, of course, since I do a lot of Second Amendment, and this is how I am able to find bills related to firearms. I'll put handguns, I'll put explosive devices, I'll put short barreled, I'll put weapon, gun. I mean, anything you can think of to find all of those kinds of bills. All right, but let's go back. Let's go back and let's put cannabis in here. Oh, sorry, I spelled that wrong. Oops. So you're going to go through and let's find the first actual THC bill that we're looking for. Here we go. So House Bill 46, for example. Click this drop down here. You want to go to the history. When you get to the history, you're going to see over here, see where it says add to bill list or add to alert list. The first thing you want to do is add that to your alert list. And there's several things that you can do if you want to track this bill. If you only want to know when there's a House committee, so scheduled for a hearing, you can just click, okay, I only want to know if it's scheduled for a hearing. But what I always do is I always do any category because I want to know everything. I want to know when it's been filed. I want to know when it's been referred to the committee, because once I know it's been referred to a committee, then I can start contacting those committee members. Of course, what's very important is when is it scheduled for a hearing? When did it pass out of committee? And then some of these other things aren't really so important. Then when it's placed on the calendar, when it's on the House, and then, of course, you've got the other side, Senate, and then the exact same process on the Senate side, right? But I always choose any category, and then I would put on here, so this is a bill that is the THC Compassionate Use Program. So I usually just put a quick little thing, mainly because I usually track a whole bunch of different type things. So I've got that in there. It's successfully added to your alert list. So now I'm going to get alerted anytime HB 46 moves anywhere. Now, I know exactly which bill is going on right now. So let's, you know, SB3 was the one that I was watching. This is about consumable hemp products. This is the one that Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick lied about. This one's already going to be on my alert list. So if I hit any category and hit OK, well, I guess it's going to add it again. So bill successfully added to alert list. Oh, I didn't put a category there. But now let's say I've got 2 THC bills in there, right? So I want to add this one to a special bill list. And I don't have any lists created. So I'm just going to put hemp bills. Bills I support. And then this particular bill is, this would be, since it's SB3, this would be bills I oppose. And then bans hemp, right? I mean, you can put whatever you don't even have to put anything in here. All you really need is this right here. Hit OK, boom, that's been added to your list. Now you can go to My TLO. You can go to your bill lists here. And I've got one list right now. I can run that, and I see that right now all I'm tracking is SB3. And as SB3 moves through the process, I'll see that kind of thing. But let's say that there's not a bill list. I want to create. You can create your lists ahead of time. So, for example, 2A bills. Bills I support. Dang, come on. Create. And then if I wanted to, I could just straight up add bills onto this. Like, let's just do HB 1403. And I think this was Kyle's law, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably messing these up. Add. So that's in there now, right? So when I go back to and then save, of course. Now when I go back to my bill lists, I've got 2 here. I've got 2A bills and I've got hemp bills. And I can run that. Run. And there's 1403. Oh, no, this was the foster care bill. Okay, so I was wrong. That's easy. I can go back here. I can go into edit this. Oh, that's the SB3. I'm editing the wrong one. Two-way bills. Here we go. Edit. This is not Kyle's Law. This is the foster home gun bill. And by the way, what this did was if you're wanting to foster kids, currently the agencies that foster children and that certify foster parents, they are able to ask for how many guns do you have? What are the serial numbers? What types of guns are they? All those kinds of things. Where do you lock them up? 1403, which did pass, by the way, prevents them from asking those questions in order for you to become a foster parent. So that's good. Now, it doesn't change that you do have to keep them locked up if you're fostering kids, but that's fine. It's either going to be on you or locked away where they don't have access to it. So that's how that works. That's how bills, you can create anything, anti-freedom, freedom bills, bills that destroy the Constitution. And then create, and then as I'm going through a bunch of stuff, I can just start adding things. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, heck, how do I know what's out there? Like I said, you can do two things. Oops, hang on. Let me save this here real quick. You can do two things. You can go home and you can do a word or phrase search, or you can do a bill number search if you know specifically what the bill number is. But let's just say I'm not really sure exactly what I'm looking for. What's been filed so far? You can go straight here to the bill lookup. You can either do it by number, you can do it by history, amendments, whatever. And you notice how I didn't put a bill number in here? Hit submit. Oh, wait, is that not telling me? Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. Bill search, oh, I guess they don't do it that way anymore. Okay, I thought this would be easier. House and Senate. Oh, here it is. This is the one where I just hit search. So 89, let me go back. If you just go to search, go over here to bill search, and then you hit search, it should bring up every bill file. There you go. HB 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all of that, right? And you're going to see that this goes forever. 361 pages of House bills were filed. And I think on each page there's like 10 or 20 bills. Go all the way back to the beginning. So, here's all of the bills. And then you can also just go, let's say, hey, look, I care about, this is the general appropriations bill. I want to know how my taxpayer money is being spent, and I want to fight against that. So you just click on HB1, and again, just go over here to add to alert list. And of course, if they're wasting your money, you want any category here. And then I'm going to put in here, this is the general spending bill. So the general budget, actually. This is what the state of Texas is going to spend for the next 2 years. Add it to the list. You can also add to an alert any category. Again, you might just want to put general budget bill. Okay, there you go. Oh, I guess I already did that. So I already did it when and then add to the you can add to an existing bill. So obviously, if they're stealing your tax money, and then that would probably go into anti-freedom bills, and just hit OK. All right, now that's been successfully added there. And again, all you got to do is go back to my TLO, hit your bill lists. Hey, how many anti-freedom bills did I push in this thing? So far, just the general appropriations bill, right? The other thing you can do is you can check your alerts. Here's everything that I have an alert on. And then you can change your categories if you want to. You can make it specific just to the House or the Senate, whatever. That's how you do that. All right, so that's it. And yes, I do know that the interference bill died. We fought that really, really hard. And if I'm not mistaken, that was 3565. Yes. 3565, but this is the one that see, like, for example, well, never mind, I forgot I'm on a new count. That's why everything is, I just made this up. So you can see this one, House Bill 3565 actually had public hearing, and it was in the criminal jurisprudence committee, and it didn't go any far. You would think, okay, good, we won, right? Well, no, look at this. There's a companion to that bill. That was SB 1208. Now you go to 1208, look at this. This thing passed all the way through the Senate, went to the House, passed through the House committee, and died in calendars. That's how you can tell it died. It was sent to calendars. Calendars never scheduled it for a floor vote. It died. But here's the great thing about this too. If you want to find out, hey, how did this go? How did this bill, who voted for it, right? So if you go to the text of the bill, you'll note Senate committee report right here. If you go to the witness list, am I doing this too fast for y'all? When you click on this, you go to the Senate committee report here. You can see that this is all the language. As it moves through the process, the language changes a little bit. So this is the way it was introduced. The Senate committee report, if there were any amendments put into it in committee, that would be on there. When it passes the Senate, if there were any amendments passed on the Senate floor, those would be in there. And then the House committee report, it would be in there, the language of it. So you can look at it PDF form, HTML form, or Word document. But this is what's important. Who testified for this thing, right? So you click on this over here, and again, you can do it HTML or you can do it PDF. I like to do HTML because it just opens quicker. And you've got, so who's for this? Look at that. Captain Christopher Britt from the Fort Worth Police Department, Lawrence Lauren, ADA for Fort Worth, Tarrant County Criminal District Attorney. She was there, she said, for Phil Sorrells. Who was against it? Brianna Arredondo from Austin, Texas, on her own behalf. Kirsten Budwine for the Texas Civil Rights Project, and Julian Reyes for himself. Then, now you go down here and you look, okay, who registered in support of this bill but didn't actually testify? Look at this, the Houston Police Department, the Houston Police Officers Union, the Harris County Deputies Organization, the Dallas Police Association, the Texas Police Chiefs Association, the City of Houston. I don't even know what this Texas Telephone Association is. The TMPA, of course, you can always tell if the TMPA is for or against something, you usually want to be on the other side of that. And then, of course, the Texas Municipal League. And then down here, who testified against it? 2 people on their own behalf. And then you had Equity Action and the ACLU of Texas is who testified against it. Again, this is a bill that I was unaware of until it was too late, so I did not get to testify on this. By the time I got to it, it had already been, as we see here under the history, it had already been all the way through the Senate and all the way through the House committee. And then that's when I got involved. So I didn't get to testify on this at all. Okay. So that's how you do that. That's capital.texas.gov. You sign up for a TLO account, and that's how you track bills. Very quick, very easy. Hopefully, when this new session starts up in July, remember that once they start that session up, you're going to need to come over here and make a My TLO account. Okay, go to capital.texas.gov. This is what it'll look like. Make yourself a TLO account up here. If you click on My TLO, it'll tell you if you're logged in or not, because if you try to click on a bill list and you're not logged in, it won't let you. And then this drop down over here on the right, instead of 89R, will stay 891 for the first special session. And that's when you're going to want to track the bills. And the best way to do that is, let's just say that 88-1. Let's say they just filed it. It's 89-1, but I really don't know what's been filed already. And the special sessions are very limited. The legislators can only file and pass bills that are part of the special session agenda that the governor has dictated. Okay, and one of those things, of course, was SB3, the hemp bill. So what you would do is, you don't know what. Okay, I know there's a hemp bill out there somewhere. You can either do an 88 or it'll be 89. You can either do a search. Well, you don't want to do it here because this is bill number. You can do a text search with the words THC. Let's see if last session. And again, you're going to want to make sure you get this drop-down list. See how it goes. 88 regular, 88 first special session, second special session, third special session, fourth special session. And eventually above this will be an 89-1. And you're going to click on that. But let's just pretend that we're 88-1. And now we want to find out, okay, were there any THC bills passed or filed in this new special session. Hit search, nothing. But don't stop there. Maybe they put marijuana. Nothing. Good. We're good. No bills have been filed. But you want to check those things very often. But let's see. What's a general word that we can use? Medical. All right. Let's see if there are any medical bills that were filed. All right. Here we go. So now we've got COVID-19 vaccination requirements. These are all the bills that were filed having to do with the word medical in the special session. You got HB 20, HB 19, HB 23, or SB 23, all of these here, right? And it looks like that's it. So there's eight bills that were filed that have something to do with medical. And then let's see. And that's how you would do it. So once this says 89.1, what you'll do is you'll click that 89.1 drop down, just like we did here. Go back, this 89.1 drop down. You're going to want to put hemp, or you can even do it this way here. Any of these words: THC, hemp, marijuana, marijuana. Did I spell that right? I think I did. All right. So none of those words were in the special session last time. But let me just show you how that kind of works in current life. So 89, I can do the same thing. THC, hemp, marijuana, cannabis, any of these words, right? Search. Now we've got 66 bills that were filed that have some of those words in it somewhere. Keep in mind, THC is also going to mean the Texas Historical Commission. So make sure you read sort of the excerpts and the captions about what it is, so that you know that it's THC Canada. Oh, I did spell. Oh no, I think I spelled it wrong, didn't I? Ha. But that's how you do it. All right, guys. I hope that helps you. Keep in mind, July 2nd, I believe, is the special session. So on July 2nd, this should be a drop down. They should add 891 here to this, and then you can start tracking any bills that you care about. If I'm not mistaken, Governor Abbott, let's see what he's doing for his special session, if any. Oh, he did. Okay, one day ago. Here we go. Here's the initial agenda. All right, so here's the agenda for the special session. So SB 3 is on there. SB 648, which is recording instruments for if you're buying property. It looks like water projects is on there. If there's water issues, victims of trafficking of persons and prostitution. Looks like more water manufacturing stuff. And then relating to the operation and administration of the judicial branch of government. So this is the only thing right here that the special session is going to take up. So obviously you're going to want to look at, and it's not going to be called Senate Bill 3. It'll probably be Senate Bill 1. And that'll be the special session bill that is going to be brought up. All right, guys, that's it. I kept this almost under 30 minutes, 23 minutes, 24 minutes, but wanted to help you guys to track these things because I have been asked, hey, how do I know when there's going to be a hearing? How do I know when a bill is up for a vote so I can watch it online or something like that? And that's how you do it. You got to use that Texas Legislature online is the best way to track those things. So with that said, you guys take care, be safe, be free, and I will see you next time. Later.